Let's add a footer template. Now the footer template won't display unless you create it, but I'm going to create this one so that I can add a little bit of content underneath the data for each of the agents. And I'm just going to type this in again, so bear with me. For a full list of agents and staff, visit our agents page. And again, I can set a link to our agents page. This is very similar to the message I put on the empty data template, which was about helping people find their way back to the agents page if they get lost. This message is just so that if you're on any individual agents page, you easily can get back to the main agents page from there. It's a nice navigational technique when you have a page that includes a list of data and then individual pages for each of that to make it easy to get back to that original list. And here's one more advanced tip. For those of you who are more familiar with this and those of you daring enough to try, let me end template editing and close out of this. And now at the very bottom of this page, I'm going to use the arrow key to make sure I'm off the data source. And I'm just adding a couple of returns here at the bottom. Remember when we previewed this page, all we saw was that, sorry you didn't find the agent message. We didn't actually see, and I'd like to be able to preview this and make sure each of my individual agent pages looks the way I intended. So I'm going to set a temporary link at the bottom of this page just for the purposes of testing. So let me just enter the text test link. And I'll select that, and I'm turning it into a link. And now in the address bar, I want you to enter exactly this. What I'm stating there is that this page name, each agent.aspx, plus the name we gave the query string variable. Remember when we set that where statement, we called it which underscore agent? And remember that 1 is the first ID. So we're saying from this page, which agent equals 1. And when I click OK, and I save this page, now let's preview it, and you'll see how this works. So by default, because I set that to -1, I'm always going to get this page. But now with the test link, I'll get the first agent in my database. And underneath it, you see the contents of that footer template. Now, you can always add any text you want into the page itself, but the footer template ensures that that content is associated with the data for my agent. The other thing you can do here now, this is agent number 1. If I want to see agent number 2, I can just replace that 1 with a 2, hit the return key, and you see number 2. If you want to check number 3, you get the idea.